Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of All Things Beauty. I am your host, S. Murray, and today, guys, I have a special guest. She's been with us before, Miss Autumn Ari. Hey, Autumn.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody.
Welcome back, girlfriend.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, how was your day today?
It was
What?
It was amazing. Today, y'all, this morning, I woke up and I toured Houston as if I had just moved here. Like, not moved here, but like visiting Houston. So I went downtown. Y'all have to try this taco spot. It's called Brothers Tacos. And I saw all the murals of downtown and all that good stuff. So I did that for about 2 hours. I went to a good donut shop. And then I got tired, went to work for a little bit, and then I came.
You came here?
I came on here. Yes.
Well, awesome. I'm glad to have you today as my special co-host.
Thank you.
So tell us what you have on your lips today, girl.
So today I am wearing something really special. It is called On Top. And y'all know I'm known for wearing dark colors. And this is from the Cole Colors line. Y'all about to meet him in a second. Be ready.
And for me today, I am wearing Lime Crimes. This one's called Red Hot, right? So it's kind of hot.
That,
It
yeah.
is kind of hot out there. It's a metallic red. This is my first time ever trying a metallic liquid lipstick.
It's good.
Yeah, and so like I said, I got this from Lime Crime, and it goes on really smooth, really nice, and I like the fact that it doesn't. While it, I hate frosty.
It's not crumbling.
So it's not crumbly, and so it's not giving me that frosty crumbly look. I'm like,
It actually looks really, really good, y'all.
thank you, honey. So, like you said, we have a special guest today. You
Yes.
brought along some people. You said, you know what? I got somebody on that could be great for the show. We want to talk about skincare and stuff. So, introduce your guest, child.
So my guest is the wonderful, talented Mr. Stephen Cole Colors himself.
Woo! Welcome to the show,
Yay.
Steven.
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for having me.
No problem. How was your drive here?
Oh, my
so
God.
he said he don't want to talk
You
about
know
that.
that Houston traffic will never fail you. So, but we made it. We made
We
it. So
did.
we're good. Yeah.
I'm so excited to have you. Like I was telling you before, you're our very first male makeup artist here. And so, that's just like, and it's like male kind of coming through and dominating the industry.
Yeah.
So, I'm really excited to have you here and get your input. And we're going to talk about your skincare and things like that. So let's talk about, first of all, how did you even get started in this?
That's the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Tell all.
Right. So many of you know, and many of you may not know, especially my clients. They really know and really appreciate my background, which is in microbiology.
Really?
Yes. So my background being in microbiology, let's just say intern at Baylor with the intent to go on to be a pediatric practitioner.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
got up to clinicals and I quickly discovered that was not what I wanted to do. But however, that's how I ended up staying in microbiology. So about 2005 when we really started getting into the recession. I got it wasn't the recession though, it was Allison that wiped out Baylor. Research and
Okay.
everything was wiped out. So I got laid off there because the grant was not going to be refunded. So I got laid off there, got on at MD Anderson, worked in another lab there, and was working on the West Nile project, got laid off there.
Wow.
So almost twice in 1 year. So, being on unemployment for almost the entire year, I
Yeah.
was like, this is not cutting it. This is
Right.
not
Not at all.
So, make a long story short, on my way to the gym, I go into Mac, taking stuff off my resume, like watering it down. Do y'all need a stocker? That's how desperate I
Wow.
was. And, in gym clothes with my gym bag on and
Ready.
Ready. I was just like, look, all this trying to be, cute and professional. Look, I need some more money. So
Right.
I got interviewed there and was actually one of the first guys that got, or not guys, but first to get hired into the flagship store. So usually
Right.
you have to kind of go in to a counter or something like that. But that was right after Katrina. So the Essence Festival was here. So they were just kind of needing all the hands. So I got in, worked my stuff in there. Didn't know nothing about makeup.
Wow.
Nothing about makeup. And got a permanent position. And from that experience, I was like the first not having to go to a counter to get in. Well, the first that I know of that I didn't have to go to a counter. I got in right through to the flagship
Right,
store.
right.
Yeah. So
Let me in. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Oh.
I have arrived.
How do
I
you
have arrived.
how do you not touch the lipstick or eyeshadow and walk in and just
nothing. I mean, when they gave me the makeup interview, I was just like, I don't know none of this. I mean, I knew my mom wore lipstick, mascara, eyeliner. I kind of knew that. But I did have the ability to draw. So when they gave me the
Right.
makeup interview, she gave me 30 minutes to use whatever I wanted in the store. So I was like, okay. I
I got
picked
this.
up one color and I used it for everything. There was a pigment, which is like a loose eyeshadow. To this day, that pigment, I keep it stocked because that was my kind of claim to fame, if you will. But it was called Copper Sparkle. And I used it on the eyes, the lips, the cheeks. I mean, I just, put it more powerful on the eyes, toned it down on the cheeks, kind of bronzed them out, put it on the lips. And when she was like, okay, now I need you to put lashes on. I'm like, lashes? I don't know nothing about this. So I'm like, okay, common sense, kick in. And it was just like, okay, if they are fake, if I put them on, I want them to look as natural and as close. So yeah, everything was, I would say the divine power was working with me because I didn't know nothing. And she goes, you sure you didn't do makeup before? And I was like, but in my head, I got it. Hey, this is a coloring book. Do your thing. Because again, I was very vulnerable. I was very desperate. And that was just a time of like, look, you got to hustle. Get your hustle on. So,
Wow. I am impressed. Like really, like you hear people, most of them, oh, they had a knack or they were doing their sister. But somebody start from literally scratch.
Yes,
The
that
bottom.
was it.
Bottom.
Started from the bottom.
Now, now he what they
Wow.
say, slaying faces all day.
So what has changed from starting from the bottom and then today? What has changed? What have you noticed in the industry? What is different now?
So in the industry, what a big difference is the growth, especially in the South, of
Right.
makeup artists. I think a lot of people that were interested in it, like you say, may have had a knack or just kind of done it on a cousin, friend, sister, or whatever. But knowing the business of it is more than just the glitz, the glam, whatever. You got to know how to balance that money and all that. So about about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, when the industry just got flooded with makeup artists. And I mean, it was just like, okay, everybody is a makeup artist now. And I
Yes.
actually saw it because my clientele declined. And so I'm like, okay, I'm usually averaging about 10 people on Saturday. Now I'm doing 5, so I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then when you see all the YouTubes, the Instagrams, and at that time, Instagram was actually fairly new. And, Facebook, everybody just kind of, oh, I'm a makeup artist. I'm I'm like, okay, so that's what it is. So that has
power.
been, right,
The
the
power.
biggest change from when I first started to now, because I know when I first started, it was me and actually the young lady that's in the studio with me now, Brandy Holmes. We were running the city. I mean, as far as I know, as far as black makeup artists, like, I mean, I was like, okay, hey, you have some availability? Can you take this person? I'm booked. And, and at that time I was driving to everybody. No studio, nothing. So the biggest change from when I started to now is the fast growing or rapid growth of makeup artists.
Yes.
All right. And because we had a show talking about proms a couple of months ago, and we were talking about when we were young, it was no getting no makeup.
right.
There was
Nah.
no getting no.
It was a whole interview process.
Okay, you winged it the best you could.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. And so I'm glad you mentioned YouTube, because we were talking about this yesterday, and both of you, because you're in the beauty industry, you said that YouTube has definitely played a part on the industry. You want to talk a little bit
Definitely.
about that,
Definitely.
Autumn?
Sure. Ooh. And here I am trying to be on YouTube. But yes, YouTube is definitely dominating the industry
Yes.
right now.
I put you on the spot?
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, how I feel about YouTube, I love it, but you cannot listen to everything because those are unlicensed women, or maybe women that did not start from the bottom, did not start in the kitchen, or did not have the proper training, and they're just doing it because they know how. And that is, of course, not the proper way. And I'm about hair care, so I'm definitely going to do it the proper way. And if I get on YouTube, I might tell you a few more secrets. But please be careful. Please be careful.
Yes, and I know YouTube has played a huge part in makeup, because not everybody feels like they are a makeup artist, right?
Yes.
Contour and highlight for the
Yes,
gods.
Yes.
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 Tell us about that.
When I tell you I'm so tired of hearing that term. I want to be contoured and highlighted to the gods and for the gods, and I want to be beaten. I'm like, okay. So at first, I really wasn't on to all them terms, but now I'm
Terminology.
like, okay, let me
You
make
have to
my
say
client
it.
feel good. Like, girl, you beat. Like, I got
Them
you,
eyebrows,
I got
what
you
they-
used
on
it.
fleek.
Right, on fleek, right. But now I just used it yesterday. I was like, girl, you lit. Your face is right, that's it. So
I remember
but
the first time I used that term, and my little baby, she was like, "No, Miss Autumn, don't say it like that.
Right.
It's not supposed to be said like that." I was like, "Okay, I was just trying to copy off of you."
Okay.
But yeah, so it is different. You have to keep up.
You
Whether you
definitely
want
have
to or
whether
not.
you want to or not. That's just like with We're talking about YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
Instagram,
Twitter,
huge.
Snapchat. I'm not a big fan of Snapchat, but I have to.
Yeah, that's okay. The generation under us will definitely take care. You get a few nieces
Right.
and nephews, you know.
I have to use it. But this YouTube, it has granted some people the privilege of having some clients and being a self-made makeup artist. I will say I did, although I started from the bottom, I did have proper training because I worked with a very reputable company for 4 years. So
Right.
from the training, from the certifications, I, probably wouldn't be in the place that I would be now if it was not for MAC Cosmetics and some of the clients that I met there that are still with me to this day. So on YouTube, you again, as Miss Autumn said, you have to be careful. You have to know your professionals. One, for sanitary reasons.
It's true.
One, if you're spending your money, you want to spend your money where you're going to get what it's worth.
What TDLR says.
Yes.
You want what TDLR says.
Right. I mean, so you don't want a makeup artist or a hairstylist that is just willy-nilly it or, using paint brushes or brushes that are not clean and products that, they can buy from the beauty store or, Walgreens, which some of them are good because they've all stepped their game up.
They have.
But if you're charging a certain price, you have to look at all those elements. Are they using,
Quality
right,
or quantity?
or quantity, right? So yeah, and oftentimes people look at me because when I go to a job, I have a backpack on, and some makeup artists look at me sideways because they got their whole spread, and I'm like, no, this
Sorry.
is how we gonna do it. And
Yeah.
then when I get it done, and they see I have all my necessities and what I can do in that backpack, they're like, how do you get But back to the YouTube, we want to it's great, y'all. YouTube is great and social media is great.
It is.
But at the same time, just know your and I've done a topic on my live feed on Friday. Just know your where you're putting your money and make sure
Right.
you're getting the same back in return, because I
Right.
can say I've had some clients that have used some YouTube
Yes.
YouTube artists and
Amen.
have tried the YouTube, because I used to pack out a makeup class. Now everybody, oh no, I can just get on YouTube. But I will say the best learning is hands-on learning.
Experience.
Yes.
Go
Right.
for the experience if you don't go for anything else.
Exactly. But yeah, they went from me to YouTube, then come back. Oh, I had a fever blister. Well, I'm function now. No, I'm just kidding. But
Okay.
or I had a star on my eye, or
Yes,
my
yes.
lashes just popped off, and I paid her $120, and I'm like, I have nothing to do with that. I'm not gonna,
$120. Wow.
right, down anybody's work, anybody's craft, or anybody's skill. But all I can do is tell you
Be
what you're
careful.
gonna get in my chair,
get-
and just be careful if you decide to step out.
Right. Same here. Yeah.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Well, since we're talking about changing the world, this portion of the show is sponsored by KOG and Company. All right. So we have some people that's joining in. We just want to say hello to Vondale. Do you know anybody know who's Vondale? Everybody's
Vondale, well, hello,
Vondale's-
Vondale. Thank you for tuning in.
We have Leslie Phillips. Hey,
Hi,
Leslie.
What's going on, Leslie?
And then we have Vanessa. She says she's tuning in all the way from Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Wow,
and
the
Tobago.
island, the island. I swear I'm
We're
from
gonna
the
give you
West
some
Indies.
good tips tonight, honey.
Right?
My parents are from Trinidad, so I definitely welcome.
Wow.
Yeah, welcome.
I feel like every time I go to Barbados or St. Lucia, I'm like, I just fit right in. I'm like, I'm supposed to, like, I feel like I was
I'm
born
supposed to be here.
So my friends or my clients from Barbados, they're like, you're Bayesian by association. I'm like, yes. So love it.
So let's go into segment 2 where you wanted to talk about get into skincare. Before we even talk about the products and what you have to offer, the importance of skincare, not only for women, but for men, right? And you were talking about how nowadays men care much more about their products.
Yes.
But before you talk about that, Facebook, this ends your session. That's
Sorry.
right. Facebook Live, we're going to ask you to subscribe to the show for the rest of the show for tomorrow. It will be up. It'll be www.thesphere.com/ATB. And don't forget to subscribe. The show's going to be on iTunes. It's going to be on Google Play Store, SoundCloud, Stitcher. It's going to be on YouTube. Man,
Everywhere.
Everywhere. That's not a reason why you should
Yes.
not get these great tips.
Right,
and you want to
right.
hear what he has to say because he has some great products that he's going to show us later on in the show, and he's going to give us some great tips on taking care of your skin. So, and then also if you want to review the show, let me know how we're doing. Please let me know on iTunes how we're doing, and don't forget to share this post. Share. You want to get it out there that Steven is out here doing really great things, not only for men but for our community, right? Come on, somebody. And then don't forget you can donate to the Sphere. You can donate to our mission to bring enrichment and inspiring content each and every week. And that'll be at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Donate. Sorry. So yes, don't forget to donut. The baby hungry.
And I said donut earlier. Yes.
So don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the rest of the show. And thanks for watching, Facebook.
See
Thank
ya.
you all.
Bye.
Yes. So like you were saying, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the importance of skincare. What do you have to say about it?
So skincare is everything. And I'll say I've been using skincare. And it was stuff probably not even for me that I was finding in the medicine cabinet. Moisturizing. I'm putting that on.
Yes.
Because
definitely.
when the pimples start coming out, I'm like, I want this off my face, and what can I use? So I
Toothpaste.
see some anti-wrinkle cream up there, not knowing what it is, especially as a boy. I'm like, okay, sleep with that on, but and so I've been like dabbing in it because I've always wanted like really nice skin. And even my nephew, we got him religiously on skincare, but I think he worries us more about it than we're worried about it. But yeah, he's like, oh, my skin, what do I do? How do I wash this at night? Man, I want to get these bumps off my face. And I'm like, but he knows the whole drink more water, get off the sodas, which he's pretty good about water, but the Gatorades and the sports
Sugar.
drinks and the sugars, because he will put down a bag of candy. But
Sugar do it to you every time.
all right. But skincare is one of the most essential things you can do to your skin, just like soap and body wash and all of that. I mean, if we don't use soap, body wash, lotion, moisturizer, we're going to be looking like
Just gonna crumble
a lizard.
up.
Right. A lizard.
Just gonna crumble.
Yeah, it is very important because over time, whether we like it or not, gravity
Yes.
it's
takes
just gonna
us-
do its thing. It's regardless of what we do, it is gonna do its thing. So with skincare, you'll never be able to get that skincare from a baby, but you can preserve what you have, especially if you have pretty decent skincare. I mean,
Right.
skin. Skincare just kind of helps you
Maintain.
Yeah.
And coming from a chemistry and microbiology background, that's why in my line you really don't see no anti-wrinkle or all of that. I want it to be real.
Yeah.
It's
And then
a
you know that
temporary
we natural. Like,
right camouflage, and but once you're wrinkled, nothing but plastic surgery is gonna work.
Yeah. Right. Right.
That's
Or
it.
some good, strong chemicals.
Right.
Yeah.
About that.
And I mean that's about it. But when you start seeing those things, or if you are using or been using a skincare, it just takes longer for all of that to start happening, right?
Okay,
and if
got
they're
you.
already there, and say you're in mid-20s or 30s and you're just starting with skincare, you can just kind of preserve and keep what you have. Yeah. So that was
It's time to start preserving.
right, preserving skin. And I mean, just nowadays we don't want to look old.
We
We're not
don't.
trying-
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
we're not trying to
Seasoned.
look
We
right.
don't want
seasoned.
to look seasoned too fast.
Right.
We want to ease on in there.
Exactly. So a good skincare regimen for women and for men. I mean, more men nowadays are really being self-conscious about the skincare,
Yeah, I agree.
especially the fellas that are working outside in construction, on the railroad or whatever, because when it's time to clean up or go somewhere or take the wife or the lady or whoever out, we don't want to be,
Yeah.
chapped lips
Yeah.
and pimples or sunburn, and we just peeling all. We do kind of care about ourselves too when we clean up. So
They hair colored and everything.
right. But men nowadays are more self-conscious about skincare, and there's
I agree.
more products out there, because if you can remember, kind of back in the day, it was just y'all with y'all fashion fair and Karen
Don't do it.
Women,
Don't do it.
women.
and Clinique, and they didn't have really nothing for the men.
men,
But
yeah.
there's, I mean, several lines out there that are good, and that's one thing about my men and women's skincare. It works well in conjunction with other skincare. So you
Okay.
may like the toner, but not the wash, or you may like the scrub, or and you
Right.
are happy with the wash and toner that you're currently using. And men, same thing. You may like the aftershave, but you like your wash, or you are good with soap and water. Which is not the best, because soap is kind of thick, and it will kind of get in your pores. So nobody should be washing with soap and water, but for some men that works, and that's the key. If it works for you,
It is for you.
let it keep working.
What's for you
Is
is for you.
Well, speaking about skincare and taking care of your body, this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continued education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable, but Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness at 713-789-8680. And Autumn was sharing with us before the show that is her dentist.
Oh, yes.
Small
And if y'all
world.
do see my Instagram, y'all will see that I am there. And they are so comfy. See? Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
So, and then like we were talking about yesterday when we were saying social media has changed. Everybody cares about how they look now, right?
Yes.
I know you say you hate the Snapchat and the
Yeah.
Twitter, but people care. And
They
then the
care,
don't
yeah.
forget the filters.
Right.
Filters.
People filter out them bumps.
Right. We were talking about that on the way here. My nephew was like, "Man, these girls, if they can change it," I was like, "Oh, you just realized that?" Yeah, talking about, if I meet one of them in person and like they done made their butt big on Instagram, and I was like, "Boy, like really?"
Nah,
But,
it was the position they was standing in.
Okay. But I'm like, yes, the filters, just social media, we can be in some places now or see what's going on with, just from the comfort of our own couch. So back then when we, were wishing and wanting to know what Hollywood was like, we can see a red carpet event, or pictures from the red carpet, or people posting, a mimic from the red carpet. So everything is paid attention to on social media, and it's almost unbelievable because
It's
people
almost
are,
scary.
so they're just so conscious about the way they look,
Yeah.
their appearance. So I mean, it's some of them are good, some of them are bad, but you know, it is what it is.
We know the bad ones.
Right.
So if you had to give some tips, what would be some tips? Moisturize, drink water. What would you?
So if I had to give some tips, of course, because as many of us know, most of our body is made up of water. So you want to keep that reservoir going.
Yes.
And what you eat, what you drink, what
Yes.
you smoke, whatever it is, it actually has to come out. That's what you have pores for. So all that comes out. So if you're not a good eater, if you're smoking, if you're a heavy drinker,
It
it's
will
going to
show.
have some kind of effect on your skin.
Yes.
So lots of water, you know, I'm up for, you know, your sugar intake. If you look at sugar, it's crystals. So too much sugar, just think what it's doing on the inside.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the, you know, you got to look at
It
what
turns
you're
into caramel.
you have to look at what you're eating and drinking, because definitely what you put in some way is gonna come out.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So whether your stomach starts protruding, whether your skin starts breaking out, whether you know,
Yes.
some way it's gonna come out. So I would definitely say watch what you eat. Of
Right.
course, drink a lot of water. What a lot of people don't know about skincare is everyone should have a toner. And I really express that because I like to make the analogy between skincare and shampoo. So when you shampoo your hair, it strips every oil, every,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
dirt, grime out of your hair. Well, that's what the wash is intended to do to your face. And when you put in conditioner,
Right.
you notice you can run your fingers through
your
it,
hair,
and
yeah.
right. So that's pretty much what the toner does to your skin. So when you wash it, it's kind of rough and rubbery, and you're like, oh, I'm dry or whatever. And then you put that toner on there, and it just kind of brings back the
Hydration.
hydration, and it really sets the pH of
Okay.
your skin. Your skin will eventually set back itself, but that just kind of helps it get there quicker than being exposed to all the elements that are out there. So you won't be quick to have a breakout, or you won't have a dry patch on your face just from using the wash. So yeah, I really like to stress that whatever wash you use, just try to get a toner. A toner is almost more important than a moisturizer, because you want to set that pH back. Yeah, because you've just
You ain't
stripped it of
lying.
everything. So
'Cause my face so oily, I feel like I do not need a moisturizer. Like, no.
See,
good
when-
point. That's a good
Turn
point.
to a shiny new penny.
When people say toner, I used to think toner meant something that will tone the
it,
skin
yeah.
color.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So think
I
of it as
learned
a
something new
hydration.
today.
No, yeah, it won't necessarily tone the skin color, but it kind of helps those pores and everything just to kind of close a little bit faster, and it helps that pH of the skin to kind
Okay.
of set back, so that, you know, I mean, almost like not really like a coating, but it just helps it set back
Okay.
faster than normal.
Okay.
Because you've really just stripped, because we do need some of those oils. We need some of the bad ones as well.
Right.
Which is when you say you don't have or need moisturizer. Yes, you do. Still need moisturizer.
Lord.
Because when you're oily like that, it's just that your pores are a little larger and they secrete more oils. But that's just like food. You have your good fats and your bad fats.
Oh, yeah.
We want the good fats. We want a
That's
little
true.
bit of the bad fats, but not too, not too much of it. So we want some of those bad oils,
I get
but we
it.
want more of the good oils. Then, so a good moisturizer, even
Will be
if
good.
you're oily, is still good to use. You may not have to use as much as someone with dry skin, but it's still really good to have a good
Drop a
moisturizer,
little bit.
right? Right.
Just around it. Way on the outer.
Wow. First of all, I'm appreciating this biology lesson.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, same with alcohol. Just quick tip.
Yes.
There are
Tell
some
us.
good alcohols in products, and there are some bad alcohols
Yeah.
in products. We're talking about hair products
Mm-hmm.
and skin and everything else.
Yeah.
There's some good and there's some bad.
Okay.
And isn't that in life though?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's always some
Yeah.
good.
always
and
good
some
and
bad.
bad.
and some
And you
bad.
know what else is in life? The saying that you just said, what you put in is what you get
Get
out.
out of it.
Yeah.
So what you put in
Yes.
life is what you get
What
out.
you get out
put
of
in
it.
into whatever it is that you're working hard at is what you're gonna get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put little, you get little.
So let's go ahead and dive right into the product so these people can see what you got going on.
All right.
So let's see. What do you want to talk about? Well, first of all, how long has the skincare line been? Or tell us about the name and everything, like how you came about.
Skincare. It has been, and it popped up on my Facebook today. It has been 2 years.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Congratulations!
Yes, 2 years today since it's been in existence, and I thought skincare to one branch off pretty much from just makeup. So I wanted to offer my clients something more. So I do have I started with the lipstick and lip gloss line.
Yes.
Then I was like, okay, I need to give a little more because I did have clients with problematic skin and I had
Right.
nothing to offer them, and I only knew certain things that were on, I was like, okay, get the olive Olay or go get the Clearasil or go get, and I'm like, okay, I'm recommending all these brands, and if I come up with my own
Hello.
and I can recommend them, and then we
Right.
can, keep it all
Here.
in house.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
the biggest reason why I done the skincare, the product, and it was a question that I was asked because my nephew, he's here now, he doesn't know it, but I don't know how to do makeup because I'm like, if something happened to me, I need this to keep going. I don't need it to die because there's a lot of black businesses. Once that main person is gone, the whole business is gone, and I'm like,
Yes.
no, we're not gonna run it like that.
Right.
We're gonna set it up. I'm a first generation, you're gonna be a first generation, so we gonna kind of try to keep this thing going. He's like, but I don't know how to do makeup. And then I got the questions, makeup is for girls. And then I'll say, but what, and you gonna do something for girls, or you gonna do something that's gonna make you money? So
Right.
you got to look at all. So, and I took all that, the criticism and why
Everything.
makeup, everything, all that came to me. But
Everything.
you know what? I just kept pressing. So that I wanted to leave him something to kind of run, because I'm like, all you have to do is run the business. You don't necessarily have to be a makeup artist. You
That's
can go
right.
hire one.
Right.
Well, he told me that. He's like, can I hire somebody? I was like, most definitely.
Right.
If you
Right.
want to be behind the scenes and make sure, things are going well and money is coming in, and that's what you do. So that was the whole makeup of to offer it to my clients, have something as opposed to referring other products. And with my science background, I had hands on, so I know exactly what's in each, product, how much, and like, okay, what I didn't want and what they were trying to get me to put in. I'm like, no, we're not even doing that because I know what that product consists of. So, so that's the main reason behind the skincare product.
Okay.
Love it.
Yes.
And it's so pretty.
It is gorgeous. I'm loving the packaging. People
Thank
are
you.
huge on
Mr. and
packaging.
Mrs.
Presentation, that's
Yes,
it.
they
Yeah, I
are
put a
huge.
lot of time into presentation. It took me about a year to kind of
Yes,
get
I
everything
love
and
it.
all the formulas that I wanted. I wanted to keep it small. It's no step 1, 2, 3, 4. No, like I said, it's very compatible with other
Yes. 'Cause you can use it with other products.
Yes. So the men is just
Misters.
Mister.
Mr. Set.
Yeah,
Mister.
it's just 4. You got your wash, your toner, your bump control to help with the razor bumps, or you can use it as a natural aftershave so you don't have to get razor bumps or they'll never appear. And a moisturizer. The lip
You wanna
moisturizer.
pick it up so I can see?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there we go.
Well, yeah, hold it.
Yeah, the lip moisturizer is called the moisturizer because I look at it as that's the only moisturizer you would ever need. I used to keep chapsticks in every pocket, every blazer
Yes.
pocket, And I'm like, why do I use these things like that? But with this one, when I formulated it, I wanted something that would add moisture, keep the lips subtle, and not be so shiny. But you have a good moisture, a good feel. So I may use that twice out of the day, as opposed to
Gotcha.
every
A little goes a long way.
right, as opposed to every
Every 30
20 minutes, 30
Yeah, 'cause you're
minutes.
licking
I'm
it
putting
off.
right.
You gotta put it back on, and then they got flavor. They got the nerve to have flavor.
right? Where you gonna lick it off?
Cherry.
So, yeah, for the women, same thing. Kept it very simple. We have our on-the-go liquid moisturizer, the face butter.
Liquid moisturizer is everything. I was just over here looking for some lotion to moisturize my little hands. He was like, "Give me them hands."
Put it
Oh,
right on
yes.
there.
right on there. It's very good.
So, yeah, the face butter, it's a heavy moisturizer that you would sleep in, and it helps with fine lines, with discoloration. It actually is pure vitamin E with squalene. And for those of you that don't know what squalene is, it's an extraction from the shark's liver, and it's a substance that helps with fine. So it almost acts as a filler, but it's not, because it treats and penetrates the skin. So if you have really deep laugh lines or a little crow's feet, it will kind of build that and keep that elasticity going in the skin.
Wow,
Yeah, sure.
that is something different.
Huge. So it comes in a stick form. Oh no.
It's actually a pump.
Oh, it's a pump.
Yeah,
Lord, Look at me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one gets stuck
Okay.
probably because I didn't use it so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, it's
So it's
pretty.
a pump form, and now I will say this: you
Wow.
will be looking like a grease monkey at night when you put it on, because it is a heavy oil, but your skin is only gonna take what it needs. And so when you would get up in the morning and wash your face as normal, your skin is already taken in whatever it needs. So the rest that's sitting there is
Right.
just the residue.
It's just
Okay.
conditioning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's
So
conditioning.
yeah.
Okay. What else do we
Okay.
have?
So we have this wonderful toner that we just finished
we
talking
just finished
about, and you
talking
can
about.
see on where, if you could see on there, well, probably not because it's
Let me see.
silver lettering, but it has pH balance. That's what I named it, to give that precise description
So
of
you know
what
exactly
it is to
what
do.
you're getting.
Exactly.
And this is for
And,
men and women,
um,
Mr. and Mrs.
Right. And I use both lines, so I'm in on this this strawberry scrub.
Okay.
And I thought I had samples to bring to y'all because I cannot keep this
Really?
in the studio, and it's actually a scrub that is made out of
Live
strawberry seeds. So the
They got
strawberry
the
seeds
seeds
are
in
doing
there.
the scrub.
Okay.
So it
That's
smells
different.
great. It has
That's different.
a
normally use
nice
soaps and
scrub without some of the sugar scrubs are really hard or whatever.
harsh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks so soft.
So yeah, I mean, I have one client that she's like, okay, when the shipment comes in, I need to come get 4 of them. But
Wow.
yeah, I won't say what all she told me she used it on.
Oh.
But,
Well, wait a minute.
right.
After
well,
I was like, okay, well, I didn't formulate it for but you can use it wherever
yeah, she
you.
saying exfoliate.
Well, like, right.
Down yonder.
Before we finish, let me get this next commercial, Lord Jesus. We got a youngin' in the room. Okay. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your own business or looking for a place to advertise? You need to advertise this. We got you.
Yes.
Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world, or to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertisements needs done right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivering platform, including iTunes, Google Play Store, YouTube, Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our rich content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every single time. Please call us today at 832-772-7789, or you can send us an email at advertise@thesphere.tv. All right. So you were gonna show us something before we went to commercial.
Yes, I was gonna show you guys the oxygen mask.
Okay.
So it's a mask that I like the clay mask. Clay masks are really good. Nothing, but I just kind of wanted to be different and market in a different way. So if you can see, it's kind of like a
Gel.
clear gel, but it's made up of 90% water.
Really?
Wow.
So while
That
you
feels
are
good.
using this, it's actually flushing the pores and then giving you a little tightness. Now you won't feel the tightness, and it doesn't dry like some of the other mask, but you instantly see the layer of skin that it treats or peels off when you wash it off. So
Wow.
yeah, I wanted to go in a different direction because we all are familiar with the clay mask.
Yeah, as long as it don't get stuck
You
like some of
know.
them girls, they was doing from YouTube.
Right.
YouTube.
right.
You remember they was doing it and they was getting stuck and they would be like
Pull that
yelling
skirt.
and all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It
okay.
is not painful.
See?
It is
Okay.
not
That's
painful
part of
at all.
YouTube we was
And,
talking about. So for all you that are successful on YouTube, we wasn't talking about you.
Right.
We was talking about them that started that clay mask.
Clay,
that
right.
real.
That was because again, you don't want too many of layers, pulled
No.
off. But
Right.
and the skin is constantly growing.
Right.
So you don't want to rip it and have the skin too fresh, because then you leave it open to other things. You become sensitive. You can't go outside because your skin is burnt, and all that good stuff. And then
And
we
it
have
was burnt.
actually the I'm on the women's moisturizer that has a super hyaluronic acid.
Okay.
Acid, it sounds
Burn.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't sound look what we just talking
About to
about.
burn me.
But it's
But you have
actually
good and you have
right. You have good and bad
You have good and
acids.
bad
And this is a good acid, and surprisingly, women, your skin already makes it.
oh, tell me.
Right. So if your skin is not producing it with this moisturizer, it helps it produce it. If it's producing too much of it, it helps balance it out,
Right.
because it's in the moisturizer, but you guys already produce it.
Okay.
Yeah. So and it's just
What's it
it's super hyaluronic acid.
Okay.
I
And that's
produced
just
that.
another thing that helps with the elasticity. That's why when we don't produce it, that's why we look harder. That's why our skin is rougher.
Okay.
And that's why some men will age and wrinkle before some women, because we don't
Okay.
produce it. So
Gotcha.
but in the men moisturizer, it has something
Let me
that
find out
we
he snuck some up in there.
that we produce, and I don't know if it's working against me or what, but it has pheromone in it. And so pheromone, we secrete it. So when we'll say love at first sight, or oh, why am I so attractive, or why does it feel like I've been knowing you for, you are sensing it. You can't physically just go up to somebody and smell it, but that's how it comes off when you get those feelings, or that
Okay.
kind of sense like, okay, we really
Like I've
hitting it
been here
off. Right. So that's the pheromone. So a lot of them are, I want him to have that because I don't need no but it's really good, and it does pretty much the same thing. It's enough in the moisturizer that if we are not producing enough of it, it will help us produce more, and if we're producing too much of it, it'll just kind of balance it.
Oh,
balance it out.
Lord.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Wow. So you said a wide variety of products here. I
Yes,
really like
yes,
that.
yes.
Now, did we talk about the balancer?
For
The
the
balancer.
guys?
So
For
the
men?
balancer for the guys is the toner. That's
Okay.
our pH that says. See, we got one for the guys too, man.
Okay.
We
Got
need
one
it
for
as
the
well.
guys too.
Okay.
So skin is skin. And this is the wash. We didn't talk about this one, which is for the ladies. And wash, it has rolled hip seed oil. So think roses. When you see roses, they're what? Pretty.
Pretty,
And they
soft,
smell good.
They
Yeah.
And
smell
they soft.
good.
Exactly.
And they give a great
So,
oil.
And that's what the oil, the rose hip seed oil is. It's just an extraction that's added into the wash. So if you have any redness from rosacea or a pimple, or the rose oil calms all that, just like when you see them, it makes your day better. Or when you smell them, it's like so calming. So that's pretty much what the wash does, and it's very mild, but it gets the job done. And all these products are for all types of skin. I didn't go for dry, oily. It's for all types because I wanted everybody to have the opportunity to use
them all.
Mm-hmm.
So now, does this come as a package deal? Let's talk price points when we're talking them.
So you can get it all in a package. But for the most part, how we have it set up is everything is individual. Again, I didn't want to make a step process or where you had to have this one and this one. It's just kind of like can sell or use as you you need it. But we do have packages. The entire men's skincare is right at about $110.
Okay.
And the entire woman's skincare is without tax is right at run you right at about $200 for all the components. Okay. So I wanted to keep the price point very reasonable. I studied and researched from Kiehl's to Clinique to just to see their price points and wanted to be compatible and in the market as they were with the prices.
Awesome. So you do sell them individually. Now tell people if they wanted to get this product, where would they go to purchase it?
If they wanted to get the product, you could go online to coldcolors.com and it's there under products. You'll see the lip and the skincare. So you would go under the skincare, but don't be, if you want to go over the lipsticks and lip glosses, you can go ahead.
Because we popping on top over here.
So, but they are in the studio as well. So if you order online, it ships right to your doorstep. If you're in the studio, which is in the Galleria area over off Skyline, you can stop in, pick it up, and it'll be bagged up and ready to
That's
go home
awesome.
with you.
Oh yeah, he's right in the middle of Houston.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Wow. Well, we definitely have learned a lot today.
I have.
Thank
Yes.
you. I'm glad.
And I am interested in that moisturizer
Toner?
over there. No,
The
the
Moisturizer,
yeah.
the super hyaluronic.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
definitely
a
interested in
good
that.
one.
And so it again, if someone now you do makeup, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do
Yes.
makeup.
So
Yeah.
if people wanted to reach out to you as far as makeup is concerned, how can they reach out to get their face done?
Oh, all the handles. Again, you can go to coldcolors.com and there you can actually put yourself on my calendar. And you can do that. It asks for a reservation fee. Of course, that comes off of the initial service. That's just to kind of lock you in, especially during the busy months, and I'm not able to reply to all texts in there. So it's just an easier way to help me keep up with my schedule as well. You can go to Instagram, Cold Colors, the makeup artist, Facebook. My personal page is like a work page as well. I have the business page, which is Cold Colors Art Defining Beauty. There's also Stephen Cold Colors Coleman on Facebook. So those are the two Facebook handles, and Twitter is Cold Colors. So if you type in or Google Cold Colors, you will be able to get in touch with me somehow. Everything is linked to Cold Colors.
And
Yes.
I'm sure y'all have mutual friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
I wish we would have probably got some client faces on here so we could see, pictures.
Oh
so
yeah,
we could
that
see.
would have
But
been
yeah.
nice. But
we're talking about skincare today. So
Right.
it was
Next
cool.
time, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Well, there you go. But you
Oh,
didn't probably
yeah.
do hers. Or
I did.
You did do
I
her?
did,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
There you have it. So she was using the super hydration.
The moisturizer.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And
Nice.
she uses that, and while we took a picture because well actually she was at our home and someone asked her about her makeup and how her skin, because I really don't have much foundation on her. Not at all.
Really?
It's a little foundation in some problem areas and buffed in a powder, and
Is it?
That's
I
it,
love it.
yeah.
She popping.
Oh my God!
She
No, I
popping.
would
I
have
love her
you come
glitter
back in
lips.
so we talk about caking and
Cake.
found
Oh,
Yes, caking
yes.
and baking
Yeah.
and all that.
and beating.
And all that.
What
yes.
else they be doing?
Yes.
Matter
And
of fact, I'm gonna
again-
come with my face done wrong on purpose.
Okay. And being new to this, I had no idea what those
terms.
terms were. And then doing research and constantly hearing, I'm like, where did this come from? What is this bacon? I don't know nothing about bacon. But those, I mean, it comes from way from and I done a segment on a the WB about this. It originated from drag queens.
Yes, a lot of those beat.
Bacon.
With the beat, the bacon,
Yeah.
that they've been doing it for years, and now, and it just shows how the whole industry is transforming. Because when that was made fun of or not acceptable, now everybody
now-
is kind of using
Baby,
using
now you-
those terms and
I can't even tell nobody. I just
right.
How you doing?
Right, and that
And even
was
the makeup is becoming more
It's
drag.
so-
draggy.
Yes.
Yeah. People are not as afraid to try color or
So
try
can we do my face like that
lashes
one day?
or
we really like
just go all out.
I mean, like, yes.
Definitely.
For Halloween.
Girl, I don't know. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to do something like, I don't have a little glitter on the
Right.
rhinestones, on the lashes,
Right.
and just like pop.
Right. Yeah.
Or
And we can
something.
definitely do that. Definitely.
All right. And of course, if you have any natural hair care needs, tell them where they can go. I had somebody, matter of fact, asked on my Facebook for they wanted to get their little girl's hair done, and I sent them over to you.
Did they come?
No, they asked today where can they go for recommendations.
They probably
Yeah.
came.
Yes. So I don't think she's went yet. She's just looking for
Probably gonna come.
She's
Okay,
probably
well,
gonna
you should come.
Okay.
So tell them how to get in contact with you if they want to get your natural hair care needs.
So to get in contact with us, it is Lady Irie, LadyAyri.com. And from there, you can do the Facebook, Instagram, everything is Lady Irie. And on Instagram, it's actually Lady_Irie_naturals. But if you just put LadyIrie.com, you can get to everything,
All right.
even booking a consultation.
Wow.
Awesome. And then, of course, if you ever want to reach me because you have some questions for Autumn, if you have some questions for Steven, if you want to reach out, you don't know how to get in touch with them because they just told you everything, but you still don't know how.
Yes.
You can reach me on Instagram at ESSM1, and then Twitter it's ESSSM1. Yes. And then, of course, don't forget to just subscribe for the show. Don't forget to share. We are all on Twitter. We are on Instagram at the sphere.tv at the sphere TV, and then we have so many other shows. We have G's for Gentlemen. Like, I think you'd be great for G's for Gentlemen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna recommend
I'm
you
good
to
for it.
Yes. For
Yes.
that one. And then we have Activate, which is all about working out. Of course, all things beauty, a la carte. That's all about cooking. They do cooking on there.
Wow.
Yes, they
I
do
need
live
to
cooking.
come on.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What would we cooking at?
I don't know where they cook. I don't know where the studio is where they cook at, but they cook. They
Yeah.
cook.
I love eating.
Then we have a doctor show where they talk about healthcare, hashtags, where they talk about everything that's going on in the Instagram world, injustice,
Wow.
what's going on in the world.
World,
Oh my God, it's
right.
so crazy. So yes, guys, we have all your needs over at the Sphere. Just be able to just go over to the sphere.tv and tune in. And so yes, that
Awesome.
concludes our show. Thank you for coming on.
My pleasure. My
Thank
pleasure. My
you.
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.